Salakia, I was on mute. I thought I was talking to everybody. So again, give it a few minutes for other brothers and sisters to come up in here. Okay, shout out to Just Art and Paint, Y.A.H.N.Na, KJ the designer. Okay, let's give it a few more minutes. Let some more brothers and sisters get up in the class, and we'll get going. All right. If you could give me put a 1 in the chat just so I can make sure that you can hear me and the picture's clear and we're good to go. Oh, Most High in Christ, the water, sir. Officer Kazak, Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Officer Thawashab, Shalom, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Just want to give it a few more minutes. Let some more brothers and sisters get up in here before we get started. Trooper I.S.U.P.K, can you hear me? The water, sis. Again, any troopers or officers that are in the class, go ahead and hit the link so we can, get you brothers to, interact in the class. Go ahead and give your point of view or whatever, or ask the question. If you have any questions, go ahead and type them in. Okay, and we'll try to address them. If not, we'll get the answer for you. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get it started, okay? We're the I.S.U.P.K, started out as 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General YAHANNA, and we are not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite groups. And since 1969, the I.S.U.P.K has been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that they are the true biblical Israelites of the Bible, okay? And we've been proving it by bringing out scriptures, okay, in this Bible that everybody says they love and follow, okay? So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to go ahead and pull out some scriptures and show that, you know, these laws that are in this Bible that are meant for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians should be kept to this day, okay? We should be following these laws that were laid down by the Most High and given to Israel, okay? Better known as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, okay? And, you know, keeping these laws, it's a fight, okay? It's a fight, it's a struggle, you know, because there's so much stuff that's put before us that is taught to us, you know, in this world from birth. You know, we're taught certain things, okay? We're taught white supremacy, basically, okay? We're taught how to worship Santa Claus, or, you know, Thanksgiving, or, you know, Halloween, okay? And none of those things are in the Bible, okay? And it's to the point now to where, you know, the Christian church even pushes it on our people, okay? So these laws are what is our stronghold, okay, in this world, okay? They was given to us by our power, okay, the black power of the universe, okay? And we agreed to keep these laws, okay? And, you know, and when we stopped keeping them, the Most High said if we did not keep these laws, that he would punish us, okay? And he would put curses on us. And that is the most easiest way for us to prove who black people are, by looking around and seeing who's the curse in the earth today, okay? But what I want to do, like I said, is I'm going to pull out some scriptures, okay? And we're going to talk about this fight that it takes to keep these laws, okay? I'm a little short-handed, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and put the scripture in the chat, and I'll read it, okay? And then I'll also go ahead and break it down for you, okay? Okay, so the first book we want to go to is 1 Corinthians, okay? The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 10, and we'll start at verse 1, okay? So let me go ahead and get that. I'm sorry, 2 Corinthians, okay? 2 Corinthians. Okay, we're going to go to 2 Corinthians chapter 10, and we'll start at verse 1. Okay? And again, this, what I want to do is show blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, you know, by coming into keeping God's laws. I'm not saying keeping God's laws are hard, but it's a fight to stay in line with God's laws, okay? Because the world outside of these laws, the other nations, the Christian church, your mama, your grandmama, your brothers, your sisters, all these, we were taught not to keep God's laws. We were taught that God's laws were done away with, okay? And when you find out that's not true, you may be under the assumption that now life is going to be all roses and cakes, you know what I mean? But that's not the case. So I'm going to read this. And this is part of the fight that it takes, to stay with what the Most High power of Israel told us to do, okay? So we're going to go to the second book of Corinthians, chapter 10 and verse 1. And this is what it says. Now, I, Paul, myself, beseech you by the meekness and gentleness of Christ, who in presence am base among you, but being absent, I'm bold towards you. Okay. So Paul was, basically saying, that he's a good brother, he's gonna be a good brother to you, when he see you face to face, you know what I mean? He's gonna treat you like a brother. And that's part of these laws, to know how to treat your brother. Okay. But, in his absence, because Paul's over these churches, in his absence, these brothers in these churches were kind of going off. Okay. So Paul says, I'm going to have to be bold towards you because I'm not there. You know what I mean? When I'm there, you keeping the laws, you straight, everybody's good. But when I'm not around, now it seems like everybody's going off. And, you can kind of look at it almost the same way with, you know what I mean? Like, you find these laws and you realize now that you have to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay. It's easy when you're around brothers and sisters. Okay. But when no one's around to see you and, keep you in line, then, it's more of a possibility that you can go off. Okay. And that's what you don't want to do. Okay. You want to stay in line with these laws. So you can keep these laws, statutes, and commandments that the Most High laid down. Okay. Verse 2. But I beseech you that I may not be bold when I am present with the confidence wherewith I think to be bold against some, which think of us as we walk according to the flesh. Like Paul, basically, this one's saying, he's got to be rough, just like the men in this school. We go out on the streets and we teach God's laws, and that the laws are not done away with. And it may seem like we are being rough and bold, but that's because people are thinking that the laws are done away with. And they think that everybody should not walk in the way of the Most High, but we walk in his ways. Okay. And we teach that these laws are not done away with. So we're going to be austere, just like our King Yahushua was. Okay. Verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Okay. So we're not going to go out and shoot people. We're not going to go out and be violent. We're not going to go out and beat people up. Okay. We're not going to do what the other nations did, because that's how they implemented today's Christianity. Okay. The Ku Klux Klans were Christians, and they burnt crosses on Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians' front lawn. Okay. And they forced them to adhere to their way of keeping, or their religion, okay, which was white supremacy, basically. Okay. They gave you a white Christ, and they said, this is how you're going to live, and this is what you're going to do. This white Christ requires you to keep Christmas. Okay. This white Christ requires you to celebrate Thanksgiving. Okay. And such things. But we're not going to do that. Okay. Our war is spiritual. Okay. The war that we fight, according to what Christ laid down, Moses laid down, and the Most High, is a spiritual fight. Okay. It's just keeping God's laws. Okay. And spiritually being in tune with what you should and should not do. Okay. That is a mental, spiritual thing, not physical. We're not going to go out and war against flesh and blood, but we will war against, celebrating Christmas. Okay. We will war against celebrating Thanksgiving. We will war against somebody being gay and thinking that they can be gay. Okay. We'll war against that. Okay. We'll war against all the things that goes against what the Most High laid down. Okay. And that's what Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that's your position in the earth. Okay. Your position is to be in line with your power. Okay. The only true power of the universe. Okay. Okay. Shalom. Yahweh Shemal Alathan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Darsha. Sister Darsha. Okay. Razan. Shalom. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakatah. Go ahead and hit the link, Razan, so you can jump into class and we can, rock it out. Okay. So we're at verse 4. 2 Corinthians chapter 10 and verse 4. Okay. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Okay. We're not, our warfare is not, money or cars or, guns and stuff like that. Okay. But mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. Okay. We go out and we tell Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that God's laws are not done away with. We show them how they're supposed to be living on this earth. Okay. We show them their purpose. Your purpose is to serve God. You're on this earth with the one main objective and purpose is to serve the Black God. Okay. So we go out and we show brothers and sisters how to serve God according to the scriptures, and that is going to pull down the strongholds. What's the strongholds? Right now, America has a stronghold on the earth. Okay. Whatever they say, whatever they subscribe is what is going on in the earth. Okay. And we war against that. And how do we do that? Simply by showing our people how they're supposed to live and what they're supposed to be doing. Okay. And that alone will separate them from that hold that America has on the whole earth, okay? We're going to separate from that. And by us doing so, that is going to usher in the return of Christ, which will bring down this empire that we're in right now today, okay? Okay, so that's how we war against this, the spiritual, okay, in the strongholds of the earth. Verse 5, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God, and bring into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ. Okay, so we need to be thinking how Christ thought. Okay, we need to be obedient to what Christ laid down for us, what Moses laid down. Okay, and then what all the other prophets prophesied on. Okay, and then Yahushua, Christ, came and he said the same thing they were saying. Okay, he kept the Passover, he kept the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Okay, so anything that is in anyone's imagination that goes against everything that Christ did on this earth, okay, we want to bring those things and thoughts into captivity of what Christ thinks and does. Okay, our obedience should be to Christ, okay, in the Most High. Okay, that's what Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians should be doing on the earth. And like I said, when I started off, it's a fight, and I understand that it's a fight, okay, because of those thoughts that are in your mind. Okay, because of the thoughts that are in your mind every day, you have to warfare. You have to fight every day to stay in line with what Yahushua Christ did, okay? How he lived, okay? Listen, everybody is so enamored and in love with Jesus Christ, okay? Everybody wants to give the glory to Christ and the Most High God, but no one seems to want to be like Christ, okay, and be in obedience to this Most High God that they say they love, okay? That's the fight, okay? That's the fight that you must endure, and you must win that fight. That's the only way, okay, that you will be saved, okay? That if you endure to the end, not until your baby mama finally tells you and convince you that you need to give it up. You know what I mean? You have to fight all the way until the end, until you sleep. Okay, you should be in line with these laws, statutes, and commandments. Okay, just like for instance, Job. Job fought. You know what I mean? All the thoughts and things that were said to him when he started going through hard times. Okay. So that's the fight. Because when things are easy, it's okay. It is easy. It's not hard. But when something goes wrong, which is a test in itself to see if you will stay in line with the Most High, that's when it gets hard. That's when those thoughts come into your mind, and starts to try to convince you that you're wasting your time. Okay? These thoughts come into your mind and try to convince you that you're wasting your time. Okay? Why shouldn't I just go out here and continue to live like everybody else is living. Well, you shouldn't do that because that's not your way of life, okay, as a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. Your way of life is laid out in these scriptures that is called the Bible, okay? That's what you should be doing. And you have to bring into thought, and you have to bring into captivity those thoughts, and you have to war with those thoughts. You have to fight with those thoughts, okay, until you prevail until the end, okay? And these laws are laid out in such a way that everything comes together. And when I say that, I mean like brotherhood, which was taught yesterday by Officer Thawashab. Brotherhood is, one way to help you war against those thoughts in your mind. Okay, you call somebody, okay, and you talk to a brother, you get advice. You know what I'm saying? Even if you have to, you say, listen, this is going on. I just need to be around somebody that, you know what I mean, that will help me fight these thoughts that are in my mind, okay? So this is a fight that you must endure until the end. And that's the only way you're going to be saved, okay? Okay. Hey, Shalom, warrior. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah.
Hey, Shalom. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shabrakatah, sir.
There might be something going on with your mic. I can't hear you.
Salakia, sir. Can you hear me?
So you might want to check that out. Let me see. Can you hear me?
Kind of time. Can you hear me, sir?
I can't hear you, warrior. So you might want to is your mic muted? Check your mic and see if it's muted or not.
Salakia, sir. Can you hear me?
Work on that for a second. I'm going to get to this next scripture, okay? Okay, so the next scripture we're going to go to is the book of Ephesians. Okay. The book of Ephesians, chapter 6, okay?
Salakia, sir.
I'm going to put it in the chat. Okay, 1 second.
Salakia, sir.
Chapter 6 and we'll start at verse 10. All right.
Salakia, sir. Can you hear me?
How you looking, Razan?
Can you hear me?
I still can't hear you, brother.
Okay, come on.
I cannot hear you at all. Hold on, let me try this. I'm gonna do that. Do that. Hold on. Okay. If everything's good on your end, go ahead and jump out and then try to get back in and see if that'll help with the problem.
Oh, sir.
Okay. Right. All right. So this fight, okay. This fight that we have to endure to stay in line with the Most High Power, Yahweh, okay? This fight is a spiritual fight, okay? You have to fight yourself. You have to fight those thoughts that are in your mind telling you to sleep with that woman. Nobody knows, okay? Just go ahead and sleep with her, and we could sweep it under the rug, or go ahead and smoke that weed. Nobody's at the crib with you. You know what I mean? How they gonna know? Or you know what I mean? Eat that thing, that pork or whatever. Okay, you have to fight those thoughts. And I'm gonna be straight up brotherly with y'all and tell you I have thoughts. Okay, I have thoughts, and I fight those thoughts. Okay, I fight those thoughts with everything I got. That's why I spend so much time at this school. That's why, you know what I mean, I try to interact with other brothers and sisters that are keeping God's laws, because that is my weapon, okay? That's my weapon. Other brothers and sisters that knows the laws, okay? Those laws are your weapon, okay? You have to search those laws out, okay? Find those laws, know those laws, and that's going to be your weapon against falling for those thoughts. And that's going to help you fight yourself, okay? Those thoughts in your mind. That's going to help you fight those thoughts, okay? All right, so the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, okay, in verse 10, all right, okay, so yeah, we'll start at verse 10. Okay, Ephesians chapter 6 and verse 10. It reads like this. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of the Most High. That's where your strength lies, okay? Knowing the law, statutes, and commandments, knowing what Christ did, knowing what Moses did, knowing the sacrifice that brothers and sisters have made, you know what I mean, before you, should make you strong, okay? Verse 11, put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil, okay? You have to, because those thoughts that are coming into your mind, real quick, I'll tell you, okay, those are, spirits from the Most High, okay? And those spirits will come into your mind. There's good spirits and bad spirits, okay? But you are to be tested just like Job was. Job was physically tested, okay? And spiritually tested, okay? But he fought through those things, okay? And he stayed obedient to his God, to the God of Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He stayed obedient to that, okay? He fought the wiles of the devil, okay? The wiles, what are the wiles? Okay, real quick, what are the wiles? Just if somebody want to answer that, you could type it in, okay? Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Yahshabakta.
Shalom, y'all. Bashem Yashar.
I'm still not hearing you.
Okay.
That's crazy. I still don't hear you.
You still can't hear me, sir?
I can see you, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm getting all greens on my side.
I can't hear nothing you're saying, brother. Nada. All right.
Salaki, sir. Can you hear me?
Let me real quick, let me see. Let me see. All right. YAHANNA said he can hear you through YouTube.
You
Okay, so I don't know.
can you hear me,
How
sir?
do I do that? Let me see. No. He said he can hear you through YouTube, but I can't hear you over here. So I don't know what to do to help that out. Okay. All right, brother, just hang tight. I'm gonna give somebody a hit real quick, see if they can help me out.
Yeah, you should be able to. Well, I can't even.
All right, so yeah, just hang tight. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Just hang tight. Let me see if somebody can help me out. Tell me, something. Officer Tharashab, sir, if you could, or Officer Kazak, you could maybe recommend something I could do on this end to try to get the brother to be able to speak so I can hear him. Change the speaker. Where's that at? On your end. Click on cam mic. Okay. 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 Let's see if that.
Slocky, sir, can you hear me?
Can you hear me? I mean,
Khan.
are you say something?
Khan.
No,
Slocky, sir.
that didn't do it. Hold on, I'll try again. I'm on internal speaker. Yeah. No, I'm definitely on the internal. Oh, wait a minute. I don't know. Maybe hold on. Let me see if I have the volume turned down over here. Nope, the volume's up. Can you hear me?
Khan, sir. Can you hear
And
me?
now I can hear you. I don't know what happened, but
Right.
you're in there. I can
Yeah,
hear
I
you.
just. Okay. Khan, sir.
Okay. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshabakta.
Shalom, Yahbashim.
Okay, Most High Christ. So we're at the where we at? We're at the book of Ephesians, okay?
Khan.
So if you can go ahead and grab that. Okay. YAHANNA. If you could jump into class, YAHANNA, go ahead and jump in.
I'm there with you, sir.
Okay. Book of Ephesians, chapter 6 and verse 10. Okay.
Khan.
Go ahead and read that for me.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in Yahweh and in the power.
No.
Oh, Salakia.
Yeah, just read it. Just read it like it is.
Come, sir.
And I do that because there might be people, brothers and sisters watching and listening who, may not be familiar with certain things that we've adjusted. Okay. So just let them have it. Let them get it just the way it is, and we'll rock it out. Okay, go ahead.
Come, sir. The book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might.
Okay, what's the power of his might? The last question I asked was, what were the wiles? Okay. Where are we at? Yeah. Okay, but what is the power of the might, okay, of the Most High?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Just his strength.
Right. Well, right. Because the Most High can do anything, right? Like we can do anything, if we follow his law, statutes, and commandments. Okay. The Lord, okay. Okay, this one might be talking about Yahawashi. So, but the power of the might of the law, statutes, and commandments, okay? Keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments give you power over every other being and animal and beast on this earth. Okay, that is the power. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 11. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil.
Right. You have to use the whole armor of the Most High. And that is all of the laws. Right, warrior?
Come.
Okay. That's all of the law, statutes, and commandments, not just the ones that feel good to you, the ones that are easy. You know what I mean? Thou shalt not murder, of course. You know what I mean? But you are not supposed to get an edge up. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to eat pork. Okay. All of these laws is the armor of the Most High. Okay. Brotherhood, that's another armor. Being able to call on a brother or a sister to help you. You know what I'm saying? When you have those thoughts in your mind. Okay. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Come. Verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Right. So, you know what I mean? That's what I was saying earlier. You know what I mean? Like keeping these laws is a fight. Okay. And right here it's telling you that we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Okay. We're not going to go out and put somebody in the chokehold, you know what I mean? Drop kick a brother just to, you know what I mean? Like try to get him right. Okay. That's not, where it's at. You know what I mean? What it is, it's against the rulers of this earth who have set certain things into play that makes it easy and makes it almost lawful for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to go against their power. Okay? They tell you pork is the other white meat. Okay? They tell you being gay is an alternative lifestyle. Okay? These rulers are setting you up to fail. Okay? They're giving you everything you need to lose the fight that you are supposed to fight. Okay? The fight that was meant for you, they are setting traps everywhere. Okay? For you to fail in that fight. Okay? They tell you you can marry, love is love. You can be man with man, woman with woman, or you can you can marry other nations. Everything that goes against what our God laid down for us, these rulers are for that. They push that narrative. Okay? They, you know what I mean? They make it so you can get high, so you can smoke weed. Okay? And then turn around and arrest you. You know what I mean? They make, cigarettes readily available. Any kind of tobacco. They make drugs readily available. So you can lose this fight that the Most High has set before you, okay? As a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian. You should be fighting to prove yourself to your father, okay? That you are a good son or you are a good daughter, okay? You should be fighting, okay? No matter what Billy next door is doing, you should be doing what your father said. I know that birthday cake looks delicious that Billy got, but it's not for you, okay? You can eat cake any other time of the year. It doesn't have to be on the day that these rulers of this earth tell you you should eat cake. You know what I'm saying? 1 second.
Okay.
YAHANNA, Shalom, Yahabashim, Yahushua, Barakatah. What's going on?
How about you, Barakatah? What's
How you
good,
doing,
Adawar?
warrior?
I'm too wild, sir.
I ain't seen your face in a minute. It's good to see you. Okay. Okay, so we're in the book of Ephesians, okay? Chapter 6, and we're reading verse 12. Okay? So go ahead and start from the top again, Razan, verse 12.
Come on, sir. The book of Ephesians, chapter 6, verse 12. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world.
Right. The rulers, you know what I mean? The ones that you don't even see and know, you know what I mean? The Rothschilds and, people like that are in, control of this whole kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Keep going.
Come. Against spiritual wickedness in high
places, okay? These people are spiritually wicked and they are over this kingdom. And they set in place laws. They are able to set in motion certain aspects of the culture. You know what I mean? Skinny jeans, you know what I mean? Women wearing dresses, that it looks like they got nothing on, you know what I mean? Like they set all this stuff into play to trap you, okay? So you can lose the fight that you are put on this earth to fight. Okay, you were put here to spiritually serve your God. Okay, and that's a fight. Okay, that is something that you have to work at every day, or you will lose that fight. Okay, the Lord has given us brothers and sisters to show us how to do this fight, to show us how to, get through this fight. And it's all in being able to rely on each other, okay? When those thoughts come into your mind, okay? When you have to be able to put your self-pride away and call a brother, and get counsel. You know what I mean? Let him know what you're thinking. Let him know what your thoughts are, that you're about to lose the fight. And this brother, we'll do whatever it takes to help brothers and sisters, win that fight. Okay. So
lucky, sir.
Go ahead.
Sometimes when I think about the scripture, I think about when Crazy Bone had did that interview where he exposed that the prison industry, the prison industrial complex came together with the music executives to change rap music to make it more violent and to talk about more killings so that it could pretty much lock more brothers and sisters up. So I just wanted to know if that's the correct way of thinking about it, like that they're in secret rooms and they're making deals and partnerships so that they can make more money because the prisons are privatized and they're paying for the stock, or they own stock. The music, a lot of the big music industries own a lot of stock in, like GeoCorp is one of the big companies, and CCA, I think, is Correctional Corps of America.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second. I gotta unmute. Okay, damn it. YAHANNA, look like that. Are you muted? Or you muted yourself, YAHANNA?
Oh, kind not on kind, sir.
Oh, okay, Most High Christ. But Salaki Razan, that is it. That is it. I mean, you don't have to go all the way up to the top, but in high places, okay, people that are over you, people that get to make decisions, people that set in play and into motion things that we worship and we do, okay, they are not for you, okay, they're against you, okay. They want to see you sin. They eat off of you, okay. They want to see you die. They want to see you in prison, okay. That's how they're gonna, make money and survive, okay, and keep you on the bottom, okay. It's not hard, once you see what's going on to understand it, it's the game that they've set in place, you know what I'm saying. The only thing is, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are in a certain position in that game, and that game is set up that we can't get out of that position. The only way we can get out of that position is by serving our God. Okay? Like the only way that we are going to get out of this hell on earth that we're in, the example is in the book of Exodus. Right?
Okay.
That's when Moses came to Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and told them what to do. And they did it. They did what they had to do to get the power of the universe on their side so they can walk out of Egypt. And that's the same thing that's got to happen again right here in America, okay? America is the stronghold of the earth right now. And it has God's chosen people in slavery, just like Egypt did. And we have to listen to Commanding General YAHANNA, okay, and the other generals and the captains and the officers, okay? And we have to listen and do it, okay? This fight that we're fighting, we have to do it, okay? We can't stand on the sidelines and just watch. There's something that you must do. If we didn't put that blood on our doorpost when Moses told us to do it, we would have died, okay? So we're trying to get Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians to stop dying, okay? And to live and to come back to our power so we can walk out of America, spiritually Egypt, okay? Only way to do that is to fight a good fight, okay? To endure until the end, okay? Officer Rakabia, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shabrakatha. Shalom, sir. What's going on? Okay, good to see you in the class. Most High in Christ, the water. Sabrina Wilson. Okay. Yahweh Shemal Athan Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Brandy. Okay. Shalom. Yahweh Shemal Athan Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai. Good to see you in the class, sis. Okay, so did we finish that scripture we was at? Rizal? Okay.
Would you like me to go to 13?
Go ahead.
Ephesians chapter 6, verse 13. Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of God.
Right.
that ye may be able to withstand in the evil day, and having done all, to stand.
Right. Like you have to have this whole truth. Okay. You can't have some of the truth. You can't just have, thou shalt not kill. Okay. You got to have, thou shalt not sleep. Man should not sleep with mankind. Okay. You got to have the whole armor of God, you know what I mean, to withstand, you know what I mean, the day of the evil. Okay. And that day is right now today when this nation of heathens tell you you can be gay. You got to have the armor of God, you know what I mean, to withstand that. They telling you to be gay and not be gay, okay? Or tell you to eat pork and not eat pork, okay? You got to have this whole armor, all the laws, not some of them. You got to have all the laws, statutes, and commandments, and that's how you're going to fight against the wiles of the devil, okay? These books, these laws, Salakia, these laws, statutes, and commandments, okay, is how you fight this devil, this stronghold that's in this earth, okay? Being in these classes, you know what I mean, 5 days a week is how you fight, the wiles of the devil, okay? All right, so you could drop that. Okay, YAHANNA. Can you hear me, brother? Okay, if you could go to the book of Matthew. Okay, the book of Matthew. And we want to go to chapter 4. And we'll start at verse 5.
And Matthew 4 and 5.
The book of Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 5. And, real quick, it's a fight. That's what I want to bring out tonight. This fight that we have to endure. Okay, guess what? This fight is not exclusive to you or to me. Okay? This fight that we got to fight is a fight that every Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian who is of the bloodline of the real Jews have to fight, okay? This fight is not exclusive to 2021. This fight has been going on from the beginning, okay? Adam had to do this fight, okay? Okay? Everybody has to fight to there's a spiritual fight that you are going to endure, okay? To be right in the eyes of the Most High God, okay? So this fight is not exclusive to one man or one woman. So don't think that, and that's why you have to use brotherhood and call somebody and get, some counsel, get some help from somebody, another Black man, okay? Let them know what's going on. Don't be proud and think, oh, well, I can handle it myself. I can fight this fight alone. You're going to lose that fight, okay? You're going to make a wrong decision. Call somebody, get some counsel, get some advice, okay? Go ahead and read.
Sir. The book of Matthew, chapter 4 and verse 5. Then the devil taketh him up into the holy city, and setteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and saith unto him, verse 6, If thou be the Son of God, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. And Yahushua said unto him, It is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God.
Right.
Again,
So, Slocky, if I could, what is this?
uh,
Everything you just read. Everything you just read. Hold on. Okay, if you could go back and start at, just start at verse 1. All right.
con.
Hold on 1 second. Let me adjust that. Okay, so this fight is not exclusive. This fight is not exclusive to an individual. Okay, somebody could be like, well, why is this happening to me? It happened to everybody. You're just being weak. Okay, be strong. Okay, and use the whole armor of God. Okay, the brotherhood and everything. Okay, go ahead and read it.
Okay, Matthew chapter 4 and verse 1. Then was YAHANNA led up of the Spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil.
See, Yahweh was tempted. Okay, so don't think you're the only one who can be tempted. You know, shit, I know I'm tempted. You know what I mean? That temptation, okay, it's there for a reason, to test you and see if you're a good son or daughter of the Most High. Okay, you're gonna be tested. You have to fight that. Okay, you have to know these laws, statutes, and commandments. You know what I mean? You have to know the judgments, all that. You know what I mean? In order to be able to fight the wiles of the devil. Okay, go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 2. And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward a hungered. And when the tempter came to him,
Right. How did the tempter come to him? How did the tempter come to Christ? Tell me.
Salakia, once he was hungry, once he was tired and weak and
Right. He waited till he was tired and weak, but how did he come to him? Anybody? How did the tempter come to Christ?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
When he was alone?
Right. He was alone. That's for sure. You know, he was led up to be tempted. Okay. But how did the tempter tempt Christ?
oh,
All right. Hey,
food.
go ahead. Somebody say Salaki?
Kind of, sir. You mean when he chose to tempt him with food?
That is true. That's a temptation that you can go through today. That pork, you know what I mean? That pork was delicious, right? Pork chops, fried pork chops with gravy. I don't know if you ever had that, but like growing up in black household, we had pork chops and smothered. We put it in flour, fry it, and then make some gravy. Oh my, it was wonderful. So you have to, that's a temptation. Food is a temptation. You know what I mean? But I know using these laws, statutes, and commandments that I'm not supposed to eat pork and I'll die. Okay? There's a punishment. There's a judgment for eating pork. So I have to weigh, do I want that judgment over eating pork? Do I want to go against my father and, you know what I mean, lose whatever, position I have with him for eating, some food? My flesh is more important than my spiritual connection with my God. My belly is more important. So yeah, he tempted us with food. What else? I mean, but how did the tempter come to Christ? You understand what I'm saying? How did the tempter come to Christ?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
As a man?
La. Hey, Officer Sharatazat, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshabakta. The link is in the chat, okay? It should be like at the beginning. The link is up at the beginning of the chat if you want to jump in. Okay. Is it still there? Let me see. Yes, it's right there at the beginning. Let's see if I could put it in again. Boom. Okay. So the question is, how did this tempter come to Christ? Okay. I'll tell you how he came to Christ. The same way we've been talking about it right now. He came to Christ in his mind. Okay, Christ went out into the wilderness to fast for 40 days and for 40 nights. And all of a sudden he started having thoughts in his mind towards the end of those. I'm sure all through the whole time he was having thoughts, okay? But it says, verse 2, and when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered. And when the tempter came to him, he said, if thou be the Son of God, command these stones to be made bread. That's a thought in his mind. Okay? That's a thought in his mind. And he's saying to himself, man, I believe, you know what I mean? I'm a good servant of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? I know all the, strongholds, or I know, you know what I mean, the whole armor of the Lord. I could turn these rocks into, to stone. I mean, these stones into bread. I ain't got to be sitting here hungry. But he knew that wasn't, you know what I mean, what the Lord wanted him to do. He was supposed to fast for 40 days and 40 nights, not turn stone into bread so he can feed his flesh or fulfill, you know what I mean, or give in to the desires of his flesh. You understand what I'm saying? Christ came, that tempter came in his mind, just like he comes into your mind. And he put these thoughts in your head, okay? And you could be like, man, why am I having this thought? Out of nowhere am I having this thought, you know what I mean, to do this certain thing. And that is the tempter. That's the devil, okay? That's his job, to tempt you, okay, to get you to go against the Most High, to prove to the Most High that you're weak, that you cannot stand the wiles of him. You cannot, you know what I mean? You're not strong enough. You don't deserve to be on top. You know what I'm saying? You don't deserve to be a king or a priest or you know what I'm saying? Or all these things that the Lord said you should be able to be. That what he created you for, okay? So those thoughts that were in his head are the same thoughts that we deal with today, okay? So everybody say they love Christ. So why don't you be like Christ and fight those thoughts? You know what I'm saying? 1 second. Hey, what's going on, Officer Sharatazat? Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshabakta. Hold on.
Hey, what's going on, Officer Sharatazat?
Okay.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh. What's going on, sir?
Oh shit, ain't nothing. You might have to. You got something going on with your phone. You got an echo going on.
Hold on, I'm gonna mute it, sir.
You got something going on with your phone?
1 second.
Okay.
Hey, Shalom Yishpta.
Oh, that sounds better.
Most
Shalom,
High.
Yahbashim Yahshabakta.
Shalom Yishpta. What's going on, troops?
Shalom, yo. Duh.
Okay, so right now we're in the book of Matthew, okay? And, you know, I'm going over this fight that we have to fight being in the truth, okay? You know, it's a fight. You know, you're going to have thoughts that come into your mind, okay? And all of this is something that we have to fight. This is the devil coming, you know, trying to tempt you. And I was just going over how the devil tempted Christ. So it's not nothing exclusive to just any one individual, okay? Everybody has these thoughts and temptations that they're going to have to fight, okay? And we teach in this Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge that, you know what I mean, like one of the you know, the whole armor, you have to have the whole armor of God to fight, you know what I mean, this fight and endure to the end. So, you know what I mean, one of the ways I know is to brotherhood, you know what I mean, you call a brother and you get help, you know, you get counsel, you let them know what's going on, you know what I'm saying, you know, all that, you know what I mean, all the laws are put in place for you to be able to win the fight that the Most High has set before you, okay? So who was reading? YAHANNA?
Kind of, sir.
Okay, go ahead and pick up where you left off.
Verse 3. And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of God, command that these stones be made bread. Verse
Right, so
4.
Christ was tempted too, okay? Keep going.
Verse 4. But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God.
Right, so, you know what I mean? Like, this fight that's been put in front of us is going to take more than bread for you to win this fight, okay? It's going to take these laws, statutes, and commandments. I don't care how much, listen, another way, I don't care how much bread you got. You can turn, you know, stones into bread. You can have all the money you want. But if you don't have these laws, statutes, and commandments, as a nation of people, we are going to be jammed up and destroyed, okay? There is prominent black people that, you know, got bread. They got bread, but we still jammed up. And they still jammed up. They'll come out and tell you, I got all this money, I got all this, you know, fame, but I get in my car and I get pulled over and I'm jammed up. I'm damn, you know, the cop about to kill me. You know what I mean? So it's not an individual thing. The whole, everything about these laws, statutes, and commandments is for a nation of people, not an individual. Okay? We all are just part of a body. Okay? And everybody has to do their part to fight and keep this nation, this house, okay, this family in a good working order. Okay? So you could drop that one, okay? And now we'll go to let's go around. We'll stay in the book of Matthew. Okay. We'll stay in the book of Matthew. We'll go to chapter 24. Sharatazah, if you got anything you want to bring out, brother, just go ahead and, you know what I mean, jump in. Okay.
Count on what count, sir.
The water. Okay, we'll go to chapter 24 and start at, look like verse 13. If you could,
Okay, sir.
Razan, go ahead and grab that.
Okay, sir.
Chapter 24, verse 13. Okay. And
Okay.
this fight, okay, this is a fight that blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we have to win this fight, okay, in order to get out of this hell that we're in on planet Earth, okay? That fight is not believing, being able to go into these scriptures, okay, using the whole armor of God and being able to know that God don't love everybody, like the people in high places, the power in high places have put out in the world and try to get you to believe. You have to use the whole armor of God and go into these scriptures and realize that the Most High God of this universe only loves blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, okay? This book is not for everybody, okay? And you have to endure into this fight until the end, okay? Okay, the fight, the end is not yet here, okay? The end is not yet here. You still breathing, you're still alive, okay? You must fight, okay? Christ has not returned yet to put you in your rightful place on the earth, so you're still at warfare. You must fight. There is a fight to be fought spiritually, and you must fight, okay? Don't be weak, okay? Learn how to fight. Go home and teach your wife how to fight and your children how to fight, and fight a good fight until the end, okay? Until Yahweh comes and put us in our rightful place on top of every heathen on this earth, okay? Go ahead and read, Razan. Let them know where you at.
Okay. The book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end.
Hold on, Slakia. Just for good measures, just read it. Start at verse 8.
Come on, sir. Matthew chapters 24, verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
Yeah, that's hardcore. You know what I'm saying? Like Christ was hated, and he fought through all that hate. Man, you read, sometimes it's amazing to me like how I read it, and you know, Christ was, he wasn't doing nothing but breaking scriptures down, and they tried to stone him and kill him and such things. He had to duck off into the crowd and get ghosts. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You know, they go like, just like they hated Christ, they're gonna hate you if you do the same thing Christ did. You say you love Christ, you say you down with him, you want him to be, you know what I mean, right? Your right hand, you want to be his right hand, you know what I'm saying? Why the heck are you not doing what he did? Okay, he was tempted and he fought that temptation. So you got to fight your temptation. Okay, right? Go ahead, read.
Okay. Verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and
Guess
shall
who's
betray.
offended? Guess who's offended the most? I'll tell you who's offended the most. You know who's offended the most? Y'all saw, I see you smile. Who's offended the most? I can't hear you, brother.
I said our own people.
Our own people are offended. I mean, that you offend them when you tell them they can't smoke weed. They're offended when you tell them they can't sleep with white women or white men. Okay, they are offended when you tell them they can't eat pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. They are offended more than the other nations. Why? Because they just want to fulfill their flesh. Okay, their flesh comes before the spirit. Okay, go ahead, keep reading.
Come on. Verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
How when you say betray one another, okay, what comes to mind? What comes to your mind, Officer Shiratazat?
Well, like betrayal.
Yeah.
Basically, they're gonna betray each other like through religion, man. Like this Christianity, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna pick a side. You know what I mean? Like the truth is gonna be like disgusting to these Christians, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're gonna betray one another, man. Like that's the way I see it. That's what comes to my mind.
Right. That's right there where I was thinking. Like, as soon as I heard it, I'm thinking we portray one another by telling each other that the laws are done away with. Now I'm betraying you. You know what I'm saying? By telling you, you know what I mean, Christ died for your sins on the cross, and you know what I mean, this, that. I'm betraying you, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm double crossing you. I'm jamming you up. Okay? I'm betraying you by lying to you, okay? And I lie to you because I want you to be just as jammed up as I am. I'm gay and messed up, and I want you to be gay and messed up, okay? I can't fight a good fight. I can't fight this spirit and thought in my mind, so I don't want you to be able to fight the fight. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading. Start from the beginning of that verse again.
Con. Matthew chapter 24, verse 10. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
Yeah, we hate one another now. You know what I mean? We come out and we tell them the truth, and they hate us. Okay, that's that one another. Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We hate one another. Okay, go ahead.
Con. Verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive
many
many.
T.D. Jakes, okay, Creflo Dollars. We've had famous black preachers since I can remember. You know what I mean? Like, they come and go. You know what I mean? And black people are still jammed up. There's a preacher on every corner in our neighborhoods, and we still jammed up. We still hate each other. We still betraying each other. You know what I'm saying? That's not a good fight. You know what I mean? Because they don't want to fight. They just want to, do whatever their lust telling them to do. Okay, go ahead.
Like it too, sir. Fake Israelites, false prophets, man.
Right. I think about them cats, man. It blows my mind. Like, it's so simple. How are you going to be in this group? Okay, how are you going to be in this group? And the people that started this group came from the I.S.U.P.K. You know what I mean? Like, what? Okay, then if I'm in there and I realize this, so I got to ask you, why are you not over there no more? What are you teaching me that they're not teaching? You know what I'm saying? Because everything they saying is right there. So something's not right. You know what I mean? Like, you telling me you started over there and now you're over here because you didn't want to fight. They got a half a fight going on over there. Okay? They got a half a fight going on over there. Some things they do, some things they don't do. We fight the whole fight. We use the whole armor of God. We use every word in this book and follow them, okay? To fight against the wiles of the devil. Okay? That's where we need to be at. That's how we get out of this hell on earth that we're in. Okay? Go ahead.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Is heavy what you're bringing out about and what Officer Shiratazar is bringing out about the fake Israelites, because I was talking to a brother not too long ago, last week, and no lie, like he was like weed came up on the topic, and he was like, "Oh, you don't smoke weed?" I was like, "Nah, man, I'm an Israelite. I don't smoke weed." And he goes, "Israelites smoke weed? What are you talking about?" I said, "What?" I said, "Good night." I said, "Nah, man, I don't know what you talk about, but I don't smoke no weed, man. I'm an Israelite." He was like, man, every Israelite I know smokes weed, man.
Wow.
That's a good night.
If I could, sir.
Go ahead.
And that's the agenda, man. Like, that's the reason why they fake Israelites now, because that's their agenda, is to smoke weed. That's why they done betrayed the truth, turned their back on the truth. You understand? Turned their back from the home of the truth, you know what I'm saying, where they were brought up and bred it, so they can go ahead and smoke weed, because the truth offend them, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you tell, like Austin the Shop was bringing out, like, you tell them not to smoke weed, that's like a curse. You understand? That's like a curse. You tell them not to smoke. You tell niggas not to smoke weed. Like,
Right.
niggas love sin, bro.
Right.
Like, we love weed. We love
You know what?
whores. We love, you know what I'm saying, get drunk and toe down, and you know what I'm saying. We love all of that, man. You understand? So they get offended and they go start their own little camp or whatever. Not even a camp. They go start their own little church or whatnot, and they all smoking weed. They got dreadlocks, because that's the whole agenda, man.
Yeah, come on.
You know, all right, as you're saying that, Sharatazat, shit is right there, man. Like, what does that say about them? Like, on the topic that we're on, you know, keeping these laws is a fight. What does that say about them? Anybody?
Oh, Salakia.
Go ahead.
Well, it's no one that say they don't want to keep, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to fight. They don't want to keep the laws. But second, I was thinking, like, it just reminded me of Christianity, how they want to keep their holidays. So they tried to dress it up like, oh, yeah, this is okay. You know what I'm saying? So the same way the fake Israelites say, oh, smoking weed is still cool. Like, they just want to dress it up and find a way to make it cool. So it's just like Christianity.
Right. And guess what? They're weak. They're weak. So let's go to where, okay, this fake Israelite group, the brother, hold on one second. Okay, Most High in Christ, the water for that. Putting the attendance sheets in for me. The water, Most High in Christ. I just hit the brother and asked him how to do it. The water for that. But listen, so we'll go back to the beginning. This brother leaves. He leaves the I.S.U.P.K because he's weak. He's weak and he can't fight that temptation that's telling him to smoke weed. Okay, he's too weak to fight that fight. So now, okay, so now this brother goes and betrays other brothers and sisters and make them weak too by telling them they can smoke weed. Okay, now he goes and betrays and finds other weak brothers and sisters and tell them it's okay to smoke weed. Okay, it's all weakness and not using the whole armor of God to fight. Okay, Christ, he fought, okay. Can you imagine not eating for 40 days and 40 nights? That's a hell of a fight. Okay, we have to be willing to fight just like Christ did. Okay, we have to be willing to fight our flesh that tells us to smoke weed. Okay, and then to turn around and tell us to, you know, betray another brother and sister by telling them they can smoke weed. Okay, it's just being weak. It's just being weak and just taking what's in front of you. Okay, you're taking what's in front of you. You get that white man's job, you kiss his booty, you get the new car, you do all the things that are right in front of you that are you can physically do. But spiritually, you are unable to not smoke weed. Spiritually, you're unable to not sleep with white women. Okay? And you do those things to get something that's not right in front of you. You do that because you have faith that there is something that the Most High have for us, okay? That is written in these laws, statutes, and commandments. It's in the promise, okay? It's in the whole armor of God telling you if you keep the law, statutes, and commandments, that you'll have your kingdom. and they are weak. They are weak and don't want to fight for a kingdom, so they just integrate into this kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So that's all. Those fake Israelites, those pastors, preachers, your mama, your sister, your brother, all of them, they weak because they know what it is. You told them, I'm sure, and they don't want to fight. They're not willing to fight to achieve something else. They rather just do what's easy and physically easy and, you know, satisfy what's right in front of them in their flesh and all that, you know. So who was reading? Trooper Razan, you was reading?
Come.
All right, go ahead and pick up where you left off.
Come. Matthew chapter 24, verse 11. And many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved.
That's how you be saved. You fight that fight until the end. Okay? Not until you feel like giving up. Not until, you know, just until things get hard. You know what I mean? Not until you just feel like you ain't got enough help. Okay? But you fight until the end. Christ fought until the end. Am I correct? Christ fought. He fought his thoughts and the temptation till the end. He was tempted. He was on the cross and got tempted. Who was it? Who was it? Help me, Sharatazat, that he told him, you the son of God, get yourself down off the cross. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that was another brother. I mean, he was just I think he was a thief or something. You know,
right.
He was just another brother.
Right. So, you know, this tempting can come in your mind, or it can come out of the mouth of another brother and sister. It can come out of the mouth of a heathen, just like with Eve. Okay, this heathen, disgusting beast deceived my sister and told her, you know, she didn't have to keep the law, statutes, and commandments, and she was weak and fell for it. And then her weak behind brother Adam fell for it too. Okay, so don't be weak, my nigga or brother. Don't be weak, brother. Salakia. Okay, and fight. You know what I mean? I see y'all. Salakia. I don't mean to call. I don't want nobody taking me to counsel because I call the N word.
No sweat, sir.
Oh, Salakia, so he called me the N word. It's in the Bible. Okay. Anyway, you know, so we have to fight until the end, brothers and sisters. We got to fight, man. You got to fight like YAHANNA did to the end. YAHANNA fought and gave up the ghost fighting. You know what I mean? He didn't want that hard death. He asked the Most High, man, take this cup from me, but not my will, but your will be done. We say that every week, every day. And, you know, when we read the Lord's Prayer, not my will, but thy will be done in earth, not in heaven. You need to bring that out to the Christian church. It says the Lord's will should be done in earth as it is in heaven. Okay, we got to do it right here. We got to fight that fight right here on this rock that we walk on. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. We gotta fight until the end. Okay, just like Christ did. Okay, so this fight is paramount for Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Okay, so we'll go to now. Let's go to 1 Peter. Sharatazar, where is it at in 1 Peter when it talks about the fiery trial? What's that? Chapter 2?
Chapter 4, sir. Chapter 4 and verse 12.
Okay. chapter 4 and verse 12. YAHANNA, go ahead and get that for me. Chapter 4 and verse 12, 1 Peter. Hold on, let me put it in the chat.
And if I could too, that's a cut to them Christians where it says that those who endure then shall be saved. You know what I mean? Like Christians, you know, you got to endure something to be saved. You know, Christians walking around here talking about they saved. Saved
Right.
from what? You know what I'm saying? You ain't enduring nothing. You eating pork, you breaking all the laws. You're not enduring nothing. Your life is not hard. You know what I'm saying? You singing and dancing all goddamn day. You know what I mean? What's hard about your life that you got to endure, Christian?
Right.
You know what I mean?
They enduring that pork that they swallow. They enduring that. They are enduring that pork. Okay. They're gonna endure that to the end. Okay. So it's all gone. Okay. So that's, you know what I mean? They don't want to fight, Shiratazah. They don't want to fight. You know, they want it easy, like you just said. You know, they want it easy. Okay. So where we at? Chapter 4 and verse. Start at verse 11.
11. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which God giveth, that God in all things may be glorified unto Yahushua, to whom be praise and dominion forever and ever.
Forever,
Amen.
man. Like everything, like you fighting that fight, okay? And you give the Most High Christ the credit, okay? And everybody, it says, let him do it as the ability which God giveth. Okay, so everybody has what you would call a talent. Okay, some brothers, you know, have a talent to make woodwork. You know what I'm saying? Other brothers have, you know, a talent to speak. You know what I'm saying? But whatever your talent is, you use that talent to glorify your God. Okay. Okay, that's why we always say Most High in Christ. Okay, no matter what happens, good or bad, Most High in Christ. The Most High gets the glory. Okay, just like what comes to my mind is when Christ basically Christ's ministry was to give God all the glory, all the miracles he did and everything was to give God the glory. Okay, his disciples said, why is he blind? Who sinned? And Christ said, nobody sinned. He was blind so this day could come and I can heal him and give God the glory. Okay, everything you do should be to give the glory to your power. Okay, because without that power, nothing is possible. You know what I mean? That's what we should be doing. That's part of that fight. Okay, part of your fight is to give homage to your power. Okay, in Christ. Okay, who laid down his life to give you a second chance to be able to do this thing. You know what I mean? Okay, keep reading.
And verse 12. Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you.
Right. This thing is to try you. It's just to try you, man, to see how strong you are, to see if you're willing to fight. Okay? It's to try you. Job was tried. Christ was tried. Guess what? You're going to be tried. Okay? 1 second. Okay? We're all going to be tried. Okay? That's part of your existence. Part of your job is to fight and be tried and fight through that trial till the end. Okay? Keep reading.
As though some strange thing happened to you.
Read it from the top. Top of verse 12.
Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing has happened to you.
That's what I said earlier. You remember I said earlier, people gonna be like, why is this happening to me?
Correct.
You know what I mean? Don't listen. That is not, it's not just unto you. It's not, this thing that is happening happens to all of us. We all get tried. I gave you the example. Joel's been tried. Christ has been tried. You know what I mean? So many other brothers in these texts have been tried. You know what I'm saying? So don't think it's going to be strange that you're going to be tried. Especially when you try to do good. Especially when you're trying to keep these laws. You looking strong. You know what I'm saying? You out here looking strong. And, as a man, you looking masculine. You keeping laws. You separate. You holy. Nigga, it's Salaki again. Brother, you about to get tried. Salaki again. You about to get tried. Because the devil see you standing strong. And he like, man, this is just a show. This brother is showing out. He's lying. And he's going to try you. He's going to make something happen. And now you got a decision. You going to keep walking this walk? Or you going to jump out? It's too fiery. You can't stand the fire. You know what I mean? You're going to jump out. You're walking out the kitchen. It's too much heat. You're going to get tried. Okay? You are going to get tried in this truth. And it could be something small, or it could be something that could be very, grievous. Okay? It could be something that, will hurt you a lot. But are you going to turn your back on the Most High? Really? You're not using the whole armor of the scriptures, okay? And it's telling you you're going to be tried, okay? So it's going to happen, okay? You can see other brothers got tried. So that's, you know what I mean? You have to, don't think that it's strange or that it's, something that is just happening to you. All of us are going to be tried in this truth. Stuff happens, man. You listen, I've seen a lot of things happen that some small and some, big. And it's like, why does these things keep happening? Nigga, brothers, we getting tried, okay? We getting tried. I get tried all the time. And Most High in Christ, the God willing, the Lord willing, I'll continue to fight, okay? Just like YAHANNA did, okay? I'll continue to fight the wiles of the devil, okay? You got something, Sharatazak?
Count on Khan, sir. I didn't know. I don't know if you was going to bring out this precept, Ecclesiasticus 2:1, with what you were saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to expect that, man. Like, because you come in to serve the Most High power, man. Like, you're doing a complete 360. You know what I'm saying? So you got to expect that, these trials are going to come, man. You know what I'm saying? People going to, talk about you. You know what I'm saying? Who gives a damn about people talking about you anyway? But I'm just saying, like, people going to have a lot to say, man. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, they're going to want you, oh, why you don't celebrate Christmas, man? Like, all of this garbage, bro. You know what I'm saying? You damn near going to have to sit there and explain yourself to every Uncle Tom on the face of the planet. You know what I mean? But you just got to expect it. If you could pull that scripture for me, priest. Ecclesiasticus 2:1.
Come on, I got it, sir.
Let me put it in the chat real quick.
Let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead.
Hold
Go
on, let
ahead.
me get there. Let me get there.
Oh, let Austin the shot get there. Like what he was saying is heavy because you have to expect that. You can't. You change your life for the better, man. You think everything gonna be easy and sweet. You know what I mean? Like it's gonna be hard, man. You different from these people, man. You stopping something that what they doing in the world. You're not doing no more.
Right, and what I was bringing out earlier is like you looking strong. You know what I'm saying? As can be. You know what I mean? You standing strong. You got on the whole armor of God. It's the test is coming now. You know what I'm saying? It's time to be tested. It's time to be tested. Go ahead and read it.
Khan. The book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 2 and verse 1 in the Apocrypha. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation.
That's a good one, man. That's what's up. You want to go ahead and break it down, Sharatazak?
Khan, if I could, sir.
Go ahead.
You know what I mean? Like it says, you know what I'm saying? You coming to serve the most high power, you better prepare your soul, man. That means the minute you come in this truth, you already know what you signed up for, bro. You already know because you see us on the corner, man. You see us what we do. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no game. This ain't no joke, man. We took an oath. You know what I'm saying? We could die. You know what I'm saying? We put our life on the line, man. You know what I mean? Like, and when you come into this truth, prepare yourself because you know what you signed up for. You know what's on that contract, man. You know what it means to take that oath, man. You took that oath to serve the Lord's people, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, so prepare for the temptation, man. Prepare for, you know what I'm saying, all sorts of temptations that you could think of, man. Losing your slavery, going through hardships, man. Your rib leaving you, man. You understand? You got to prepare your soul for that. You already know it's coming. When you hear the classes, you know it's coming. You understand? Keep reading. There's some more on that.
Khan. Verse 2. Set thy heart aright and constantly endure.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Set your heart aright, man. Set your mind in the right place. Set your mind aright with the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell yourself, this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to stick to, man. You understand? I'm going to keep these laws, man. I don't give a damn what you know about no damn Christmas. I don't do that no more. Damn Santa Claus, man.
Right.
Like, set your heart aright. Set your mind aright. Keep going.
Hey,
And
Slack
constantly endure. Every year, December comes around. Every year, Easter comes around. Every year, the damn birthday come around. Endure, man. Constantly endure. You gotta do this every year, bro. Every day. It ain't no one-time thing. Keep going.
Khan. And make not haste in time of trouble.
Right. Don't make haste in time of trouble, man. You understand? Don't be so quick. You know what I'm saying? To lead this truth. It's the minute a little trouble arise. Oh, your rib talking about she leaving you. Man, let that bitch Salakia. You know, let that. She's a whore, bro. If she decides to leave, she was a whore in the beginning, bro. She was never with you, man. Because a true sister that's down, you know what I'm saying, that's down with you, she gonna stay with you, man. You know what I'm saying? She gonna trust you to lead her in the right direction, not trust her silly behind mind, her own thoughts and ways to lead her goddamn self into the damn grave. You understand? She gonna trust you as a man, because a lot of sisters be like, oh, they want a man to lead them, but then when they get a man to lead them, a righteous man in the truth, that's not what they really want. You understand? They want a slave. They want somebody to do what everything they want them to do. You understand what I'm saying? They want a goddamn clown. You understand? So the scripture is saying, you know what I'm saying, don't be haste in time of trouble, man. Don't be so quick just because you lose your slavery. You know what I'm saying? Don't be, oh man, it's damn, you know what I'm saying? Like it's because of Saturday, man. They want me to work Saturday. Nah, don't be like that, bro. Damn Saturday, man. You get these Edomites 5 days a week. That's not enough for they greedy behind. Damn that slave, bro. Get another one.
Damn right.
You understand? So that's it, sir. That's all I had.
Most High in Christ. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like you definitely That's heavy, you know what I'm saying? That's right on point, you know what I mean? You want to endure until the end, you know what I mean? That's what that's what we're bringing out tonight, you know what I mean? You have to fight, okay? It's a fight, you know, you fighting your flesh, okay? It's a spiritual fight, you know what I'm saying? You fighting the thoughts in your mind, okay? So that's you know what I mean? That's what we Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, that's what we need to be doing. That's what we need to teach each other. That's how we need to help each other, you know what I mean? Using this whole armor of the Most High that he gave us, you know what I'm saying, to fight this fight, okay? And to endure until the end, okay? Actually, keep reading that scripture. Keep reading, Razan.
Okay. Verse 3, cleave unto him, and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end.
Right. That's like Job. That Job comes to my mind when I hear that. You know what I'm saying? Cleave to the Lord when you get tested, when you got boils on your skin, when you know your house has been towed down, you lose your job, you know your 401k just got taken away from you. You know what I'm saying? All these bad things happen to you. Cleave to the Lord. Stick in there. Fight until the end. You know what I mean? Stay with the Lord so your increase will come at the end. Job everything was restored. You know what I'm saying? So you have to stick in there with the Lord and trust in the fight that he put before you. Okay? He gave you the armor to do it. Okay? Don't give up the fight. Keep fighting. Okay? Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, cheerfully, and be patient.
Whatever happens, whatever trial comes, take it cheerfully. Okay? What does that mean? You supposed to laugh and joke and everything? Nah. But what you want to say in your mind is, I know the devil is trying me. Okay? I'm about to win this fight. Okay? I'm going to endure until the end. Okay? I'm going to take this test that is put before me and I'm going to fight, you know what I mean, all the way until the end. Okay? I'm not going to get sad. Okay? I'm not going to get depressed. Okay? I'm going to fight when the fight is hard and I'm going to fight when the fight is easy. Okay? You know what I'm saying? You know how when you catch your second breath, you be running and it be hard for a minute. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden you catch your second breath and you be like, oh shit, I can do this. You know what I mean? Like you start gliding a little bit. You be like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? So don't get, you know what I mean? Don't get all, you know, depressed and under yourself just because, you know, this thing has happened to you. Keep reading.
Okay. And be patient when thou art changed to a low estate.
Right. Like you're going to have ups and downs. Okay. That bank account might get depleted one day. And you be like, man, I ain't used to this. I'm used to having so much on the side, you know, ready to bounce and do what I got to do. Don't get discouraged when you get to be a low estate. Okay. You might have to move out the luxury apartment and go live in the hood where I live. You know what I mean? You might have to live in an alley where I live. You know what I mean? So don't get discouraged when you got to live in an alley, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Salakia, my brothers, don't get discouraged when you got to live in an alley. You know what I mean? Keep fighting that fight. Go ahead and read.
Okay, verse 5. For gold is tried in the fire.
That's what it is, baby. Gold. And that's what the Lord called us. Gold. Okay? Keep reading.
Okay. And acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Acceptable men. Okay? The men of gold, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, only way that you are going to be accepted and proven that you are gold is you got to go through something. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through something, brothers. You got to go through something. Don't think that it's going to be easy. You fighting for a kingdom and you think that's going to be easy? Listen, I can give you the example of how the white man, his physical fight, he physically fights for his kingdom. Okay, we spiritually fight for ours. His physical fight is not easy. He lose a lot of soldiers all the time. They out there fighting and shooting and killing, and it's hard. But they don't give up because that's the only fight they know. So our fight is spiritual. Okay, don't give up this spiritual fight. Okay, when you become base, when things are looking hard and you low, take it cheerfully. Okay, take it cheerfully. Call another brother up. Say, hey, yo, what's going on, my man? Yeah, I'm going through it. What you up to? Maybe we can hang out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we can kick it and just talk for a minute. You know what I'm saying? That's what you need to do. You know what I mean? Use the whole armor of the brotherhood, okay? And these laws, statutes, and commandments. All right? Keep reading.
Colonel Khan, verse 6. Believe in him, and he will help thee. Order thy way aright, and trust in him.
That's it. So basically, that's it. You know what I mean? Like, believe in the Most High, okay? He is showing you examples, okay? He's laid it out for you, okay? You have to trust in the Most High and have faith, okay? Faith without works is dead, okay? You fight. That's your work, to fight, okay? All right? You got anything else, Shwatazak?
Sir, I'm gonna wait till you let you bring out everything, because I don't know what you're bringing out, so I don't want to bring out something that you bringing out.
Nah, we've been live for a little over 2 hours, so I was gonna go ahead and shut it down.
Okay,
If that's something you want to bring out, we can go ahead and get it.
Khan, sir. Just this one more scripture. Where is it? One second, sir.
Nah, no sweat, man. Take your time. We'll rock it out.
All right. James chapter 1 and 12. If you could, Troop.
James 1 and 12. 1 second. We put it in the chat. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Troop.
Okay. Right. James chapter 1 and verse 12. Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
Who? What did it say?
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation.
It say curse.
On 12, 1 and 12.
God, curse is the man.
Blessed is
the man
that endureth
temptation. It didn't say you curse because you endure temptation. Like, this is how you bless, because you enduring, man. You know how you bless, man? Because you ain't finna get locked up. You understand? You ain't finna be driving around with no weed on you, man. Because you enduring, man. Because you stopped smoking weed, and you ain't got nothing to do with that no more. Now, when you get pulled over, they can't lock you up for nothing. You clean. Your L's are clean. You know what I'm saying? You could ride down the street with clear boys. You know what I'm saying? And show your face, and you clean. You're blessed. You ain't got to worry about the things that the brothers in the world worry about. You understand? Keep going.
Now, if I could, real quick.
Come on.
Like, it's a lot of situations what you're bringing out. You know what I mean? Like, that temptation, blessed is the man that endureth temptation. Like, so a lot of brothers, like we just read in the other scripture, how, like you can all of a sudden be in a lower state. You down. You know what I mean? You ain't got no money. You need the light bill, all this, that, and the third, but you endure that and don't make the decision to go and rob somebody or this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? You endure that temptation that, you know what I mean? You got to fight and do the right thing. And in the end, you'll be blessed. You'll live, you know what I'm saying? And all that, you know what I'm saying? That's just, how I saw it, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yeah, damn right.
Blessed is the man that endureth temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life.
So that's what we fighting for, man. You understand? That's what we fighting for, that crown of life, man. So we can have rulership, man. So we can stop being under the foot of these oppressors, man, that got their foot on our necks every day. You understand? Like, this is what we fighting for, man, the crown of life. Keep going.
Which the Lord has promised to them that love him.
You understand? How do you love the Most High?
Keep his commandments.
That's it. You understand? That's the only way. The Most High is not, you know what I'm saying? He's not in the business of lip service. You know what I mean? Like them Christians do. Which the Most High has promised. He promised us this, man. He promised it to us. So this is what we fighting for, man. The crown of life, man. That's all I wanted to bring out, sir.
All right, man. That's heavy, man. That is heavy what you just brought out. I love it, man. That's some good stuff right there. I appreciate you bringing that out. But if you could, just, keep reading that. Go ahead and read verse 13.
Verse 13. Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God.
Right.
For God cannot be tempted with evil.
Right.
Either tempt he any man.
Right.
Go ahead, Shwatazar.
You don't say. Read that again.
Let no man say when he is tempted, I am tempted of God. For
Right.
God cannot be tempted with evil.
Like, God can't be tempted with evil, man. Don't blame the Most High because you can't stop smoking weed, man. That's your fault. Because you don't want to put it down. Don't blame him when you can't pass that drug test for the job. That's you. Don't blame him, man, for the things that go wrong in your life, man. You understand? Because the Most High can't be tempted with evil, man. He gave you two choices. You either do what he say and be blessed, or you don't do what he say and be cursed, man.
Right.
You understand? And we damn sure picked the red pill. And now look at us. And everything that happens to us, we want to blame God. Oh, God, why?
Mm-hmm.
Keep reading.
Neither is he any man. And 14. But every man is tempted when he is drawn of his own lust.
His own what?
His own lust.
His own lust, man. His lust for them whores. His lust for that marijuana. His lust for that filthy lucre, that money.
Mm-hmm.
They love that damn money, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like, niggas, Salakia, brothers is gonna wear dresses for that money, bro. They're gonna wear dresses for it, bro. They're gonna forget. They're gonna forget they're a man.
Hey, if I could, like, I don't know. It's this thing, a rap video I saw, right? And like you said, the rapper in the dress, right? I don't know if y'all know who this is, but it's a rapper, and he on the what is the baby? You know, baby.
Con, the baby.
And it's this tall, skinny black guy. I
Young
did a lot to work this lifestyle. You know that song? Y'all know that song?
What?
Okay, in the song, he say he wearing a dress and everything, right? And his verse is, I did a lot of stuff to live this lifestyle. And
that
I'm like,
Young
what the hell did you do? You know what I mean? Oh my God, brother, you got a dress on. What did you do? You know, like that's, you know what I mean? I just wanted to bring that out with what you saying. You know, they are drawn away, you know, by their own lust. Right. And that lust of money, he'll do anything. You know what I mean? It's right in the song. He said, I did a lot of stuff to live this lifestyle. He got a dress on. And I'm like, man, this, you know, like, it's rough out there, man. It's rough. So we want to fight until the end, man. We want to fight. You want to fight that thought in your mind saying that you will do a lot of stuff for lucre, for money. Right. You know what I mean? You want to fight that, man, because that's gonna go against what the Lord laid down for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. He gave us, a choice, good or evil. You know what I mean? Life or death. Okay.
Right.
And that money might look like life, but it's actually death. Okay. So you definitely want to endure to the end. Like once you find this truth and you start keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, and and fight a good fight for the Most High Christ. Okay. Kawash, Trooper Kawash, Shalom, Yahabashim, Yahshabrakta. We about to end it, my brother. We about to get up out of here, but it's good to see you made it. Again, we put the attendance sheet. We put the attendance sheet in the chat. Okay, so if you are looking to get your Hebrew name, okay, and you want credit for being in the classes and stuff like that, you go ahead and fill out that attendance sheet, okay, so we can know who's in the class and who's not in the class. Because I'm sure there are people that are not in the chat that are in the class. So if you're trying to get down and get in this truth and fight with us this fight, go ahead and click on that link and fill out that form every time you're in class, and that way we will know how long you've been rocking with us and what's been going on with you, and if you trying to get in this fight with us. Okay. Any one of you brothers got anything y'all want to bring out before we roll out?
No, sir.
Nah, sir.
Okay. With that, what I'm gonna do? Give me 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and read the. I'm gonna read the announcements. Okay.
So I got it.
Okay, you got it. If you would, go ahead and read that. Just read the announcements, okay? And we don't have to do the prayer or nothing.
Kana Wakan.
The water.
No sweat, sir. Where's my announcements? Here we go. All right. I.S.U.P.K security announcements. Rule for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the heads. Tithes, which is a commandment. Numbers 18:21, Malachi 3, 8 through 10, means 10th in Hebrew, ma'ashara. 10% of every penny of any increase the Most High gives you. Give to General Mayaka Allah or Teacher Priest Fund. Salakia. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations is the Passover.
We got the Feast of Purim, if I could.
Gone.
We got the Feast of Purim February 15th, okay, 2022. Okay, and you can find that in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Or you can, what I'm saying, or you can check the bulletin board in the class. All right. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, t-shirt, pants, headband, and scarf. And with that, we want to salute the teacher in the class. Men of Israel want to say Amaja. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak.
Yahabashim.
Yajmatah. We want to salute the sisters. Amajim Shabbat. Sisters may stand. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak.
Yahweh Shemal
Yahweh
Al-Thun Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai.
Yajmatah. Class dismissed.
Hey, thank you, brothers. I appreciate y'all brothers coming through, rocking with me. I'll be back in the building Friday, okay, doing the Hebrew Lashwan Kabdash, okay. So if you want to jump in Friday, we'll be going live again. So with that, I want to say Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai Barakathum to you brothers, and Yahweh Shemal Al-Thun Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai to all the sisters, okay? Shalom.
Hey, shalom, Israel.
All right, get with y'all brothers soon, man.
Wow, sir.
Yep.
Kanukah.